Okay, we're going to take a look at the broker client agent database system right here, where you'll be keeping up with all your clients that you pull loads for. If you're a lease operator and you're leased onto a company, this form will be optional for you. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. But one good thing that you could do, if you're a lease operator, you're leased to one company and they do all of your dispatching for you and everything. What you can do is just enter in the company that you're leased to. Put in here and then put in all of the contact departments here. Any of the dispatchers, billing, customer service, anybody with that in your company right here, and just use it. Because one thing this will do, when you book a load in the revenue form, you can choose who you're doing it for, and it will keep track of all the loads that you did for them. And if you ever need to go back and look one of them up, you can click that button beside it over to the left here, and it will open up the revenue form with that particular load. Plus, it will keep up the total revenue that you did with that company. So if you're ever leased to another company, add in a new company here, and you can keep up with all the loads individually that you did for each company, and it will show you the total revenue for each one too. So that would be a good thing for a lease operator. But for an owner operator that has your own authority, you will be keeping up with all of your brokers or clients, agents, everybody that you book loads with here. So you will enter in all of your clients here. They will all be in a big list right here. But keep up with all their basic company name, address, and remember too, all the way through the program, if there's a zip code field here, the program is preloaded with thousands of city and state zip codes already built into the program. So anytime you come into a zip code field, just type in the zip code, hit your tab key, tab out of it, and it will automatically fill in the city and state for you. But keep up with all their basic information, their emails, website if they have one, any notes about them. You may have some paperwork pertaining just to this company, maybe some default documents or contracts or something that you may need to sign each time. On this document field here, you can scan in any paperwork that you may need to save with this particular broker or client here, and you can pull this up every time you come to them right here. But once you put in their basic information, just come down here and put in each person that you deal with. You may have a couple of dispatch, billing department, customer service. So you can just add them, pick who it is right here. Now, if you need to add another department, just in this drop-down list, double-click in it, and it will open up the department category. Just click Add New and add your new department category name, and when you close it, it will show up in this drop-down list. Keep up the name, phone, email, and then that way if you need to email one of them too, just click the button beside it. It will automatically enter their email address. Just put a subject, your message, and you may have a PDF document or something like that you need to attach to it. Attach it in there, type your message, click send. It'll send them an email right then. On down to the bottom here, the agreement date, that would be the date that you started pulling for this company, or your first time you got everything set up with them to start pulling for them. Detention pay, this will be in how much they will pay for detention, normally pay for detention per hour. Starting time will be, say they start paying $25 an hour after 4 hours. That is just their set rate right there. Every broker agent should have a detention pay amount. It might be something you need to negotiate with them, and sometimes it may be different depending on what customer they're dealing with. The broker client, they may have DOT numbers, MCI numbers. You can enter all of that in there, and you may need to keep up with their insurance policy, so you can select them from a list down here and keep up with the policy number, cargo amounts, and expression dates and all that. This is all optional too. The inactive, if they're out of business or you're not using them anymore, whatever, put a check mark in the inactive right here. That way, when you pull up the client list, this is all of the clients that you have in the whole database. It will show in red that they are inactive. You're not using them anymore. Now, if you just, they may be still in business, but banded You put that in there, that means do not use this agent. They might have ripped you off or won't pay their bills or something like that. Put bandit in there. If you ever put bandit in there, also put inactive, so it will show you red highlighted in the list here if you ever pull them up. And put some notes in here why you may have them banded or inactive right here. But that's what them two are. The let's see, call notes in here, just like in the shipper receiver. So if you called up Jack here and you're talking a conversation and it's real important, maybe about money or anything like that, click this call notes here and make a note of it, and then pick who you're talking to right here, and you might have talked about some money, just put a detailed description in here what you did about it. Then that way, when you come back later on, a week or so down the road or whatever, you can pull up right here and show exactly what date and time and who you talked to and what you talked about. Now, if there's a whole lot of other in here, you can't read it all. Click this little magnifying glass and it'll open up a big form, and you can read or add more notes or whatever into that. But always keep a note on a real important phone call here. Have the Google Maps. We'll pull up their address, maybe check the weather where they're at. You may need to set a reminder to call one of them in the office at a certain day or time. Fix you a date and time here and a message, and it will remind you when it comes due here. This the email list, I'll do a separate video on this right here. This will be in the email and video that I will show here. But the detention part, this comes in to play over in the revenue form. When you put in your pickup and drops, and you put in your appointment time and your depart time, whoever that agent is you're doing the load for, say after 2 or 4 hours, it's going to automatically calculate total time of detention and what they should be paying you. Now, this does not calculate in none of the review form, anything else. This is just for your information only, showing you what they should be paying you for some detention time on this load. So you'll have to go back to that broker agent or whoever receiver and find out about getting your detention paid right here. So that's where that comes in at. So this is the broker, client, agent, anybody that you're doing loads for.